Dear friends, in many cities, hundreds of thousands of people worldwide are raising their voices for a ceasefire, for diplomacy and peace. Within a few days, well over 500,000 people in Germany have signed a manifesto for peace, which calls for a halt to arms deliveries and in favor for negotiations. And I am glad that there are more and more voices of reason, because tanks do not bring peace, but more death and suffering. And in addition to this, we need an international investigation under the supervision of the United Nations into the terrorist attacks on the Nord Stream gas pipelines. The investigative journalist Seymour Hersh assumed that US President Joe Biden bears central responsibility for this attack on Europe's energy supply infrastructure. And it is truly frightening how little attention the mass media is paying to the revelations of this journalist legend. Instead of doing their own research and exerting pressure to finally clarify the terrorist attacks, they are trying to defame Seymour Hersh. Dear friends, my friend and journalist Julian Assange, who remains a personal prisoner of US President Joe Biden in the maximum security Belmarsh prison in London, and faces 175 years in prison in the US for publishing the only truth about US war crimes, once said, "If wars can be started by lies, peace can be started by truth." This also applies to the whole issue of peace negotiations between Ukraine and Russia. As Israel's former Prime Minister Bennett just confirmed, Boris Johnson, the former Prime Minister in the United Kingdom, and the US torpedoed the peace talks last spring. In the mistaken belief that they could win a military victory over Russia, they swept a de facto Finnish negotiation result off the table. That's why we say negotiation instead of shooting. The madness of arms deliveries, which is bringing us even closer to a third world war, must be stopped. There has to be negotiations now without preconditions on a ceasefire. The dying and killing must end. We need to prevent a third world war. This is about the survival of humanity.